There is a need to adopt fundamental, principle, and monetary reforms, no longer allowing endless money printing whenever there is a credit crunch. I'm speaking about the United States government here. A central bank or private corporation, the Fed, intervention to lift up publicly traded stock indices based on rumors or feelings is not a sound monetary management discipline. Please excuse my verbosity, getting very emotional about this. Cash is one of the ways to purchase things and no one can interfere. Precious metals need stand as more than a form of just insurance, cashless being the new trend globally, which I talked about previously, already instigated in every bank in Western Europe and is gravitating into Eastern Europe as well. Cashless being the new trend globally, and for this to take place, there must be a bank account in place to advocate the digital form of transacting business. But now globally, we are looking at 80% of the general populace without a bank account. How will they be involved on a digital cashless platform? If you got no bank account, how can you conduct business? There must be the advent of a new system based on something tangible that cannot be orchestrated by someone sitting in front of a computer with a calculator in their hand. These are the people that we're allowing to control the economic policy in not just the United States, but in Europe as well, and in Asia also. Never before in 5,000 years of history have interest rates ever gone negative. All created by crazed academics who've been given control to rule the world by being placed in control of its monetary policies. These are the nerds in the school when you were at school with their pocket protectors and their bifocal glasses on. Lord have mercy. These are the types of people who pass regulations between their friends and their colleagues and therefore leave the dust to settle on us, the public. Does this seem okay with you? The words of a close friend of mine and a colleague, quote, "These periods of deep despair are the necessary component, the necessary factor to turn a bear market into a bull market." Unquote. That was by Rick Rule, one of the best gold and silver mining shares billionaire out of Canada. And to the rest of the European pundits, look to Germany, who has a central bank, Deutsche Bank is the name, in control of their monetary policies, and the large chunk of the Eurozone follow their lead. They are currently looking at an 80% drop in share value of their indices traded on the Deutsche Börse. This is the Deutsche Bank, the German central bank, experiencing an 80% drop in their share value and staring at a looming default risk, a tune of 75 trillion euros. This is a ticking time bomb set to explode if and when Greece fails to pay its debt obligation, which is actually being negotiated as I record this, which has already happened 3 times. It happened 3 times in 2015. They failed to pay the debt that they agreed to pay. And of course, the German bank had to go back and renegotiate the debt and kick the can down the road. In an attempt to stave off the impending doom, they're now shaving their renowned investment bank branch of Deutsche Bank, cutting the investment bank bonuses to all their employees by 566 million euros. And all of this is in the face of a dismal last quarter, which I just said, which saw them lose, Deutsche Bank, 6.3 billion euros. Now, mind you, I did say that all of the Western European countries, all of the other prescribing members of the Eurozone are looking at them for advice on what to do with their monetary instigation policies. In the face of a dismal last quarter where they lost 6.3 billion euros, and over the last 3 quarters, this is really the type of organization that should be in control of all of Europe's finances? Sounds like a joke to me. On the tail end of all of this, we've got the global insurance giant Swiss Re, R-E, which is like a reinsurance company. They reinsure people that actually can't pay bills and can't, keep the house and the car or the yacht or what have you. Swiss Re calculated that roughly 20% of all government bonds worldwide now have negative yields. It doesn't stop with the German central bank, ladies and gentlemen. It continues. And now over 35% of all Eurozone government bonds have negative yields. Who in the world would put their money in the bank and have to pay the bank to hold their money? Why not put it in your house or in your backyard? Now with this deal, Berlin Hype actually endorses Berlin Heap, becomes the first non-state-owned company to issue euro-denominated debt at a negative yield. Now Berlin Heap is a company that gets financed by issuing bonds to everyone else. And this won't be the end. They won't be the last. Berlin Heap will not stop until they have taken the manifest destiny control of everything. It appears that we have all fallen in love with debt. And it looks like to me that we're looking at the proverbial end of